Right, the WL that we remember, the back mudguard didn't fit, and we made it all fit. That cross piece was originally here, which doesn't line up with where it should line up to on the battery bolts, the battery tray bolts.
Yeah.
So basically it was just trying to line everything up to fit, to keep the radius so it looks okay with the wheel, because it was sitting right up here. You want to cut these down.
That's right, yeah.
Paint the tanks, paint the mudguard. Since then, he's repainted it because he gave us the wrong paint code.
Okay.
So there's the colour it was originally, look. And he wanted the US Navy grey. But that's fine, he's done that, all good. He's happy with the way it's running. Runs and rides nicely. But if you look in this area here, you've got some oil misting, yeah?
Okay.
So it's a matter of finding out where it's obviously in this area. There's a little bit around that valve cover. Not too much on that one. So we'll make sure they're nipped down. You can take them up and put a little tiny bit of sealer in. So there's a little oil leak from there, which could be dropping down. So check the oil lines. The oil pump we rebuilt, that's good. It's not wet sumping. Wants new downpipes because they're rusting out. Do you remember me saying that?
You did mention that, yeah.
They're not going to last very long, so while it's here we'll do that. Welded all the bottom up because that was completely rusted out. Could do with new downpipes realistically, but they'll survive, you know.
Yeah.
Welded all the holes up for the time being. And a quote for some new tyres, because he's going to go to Bridlington, which is a beach race.
Okay.
So he wants some. I mean, these are quite knobbly, but they were white walls and they've been painted and they're cracking.
Alright.
So he wants a quote on some different types of tyres, which we'll have to have a look for.
What sort of tyres would be suitable for sort of that?
Well, he's not really. He's still got to ride it on the roads. You don't want anything too knobbly,
Yeah.
because it just makes a hell of a row and it's uncomfortable to ride, you know.
You'll want a semi-off-road,
Yeah, that sort of thing, yeah.
hybrid tyre.
Yeah. So we can fire it up quickly and just have a look and see if we can see any oil misting out. So you've got your crankcase mister adjusting screw, which is top there. So that puts oil, mists oil into the other side, and you've got a screw here, which should be that port there, comes up and a little tube over the top and oils your chain.
Right.
So make sure they're both shutting off properly, because with the modern chains you don't really need the crankcase misting. The other thing it can be is the sprocket has got an oil seal on it. It's only a leather oil seal. It's not unusual for them to be missing or completely gone,
Right.
which will just leak oil out the gearbox everywhere. So we can check and see how much oil is left in the gearbox. Probably none. In the Harley manual it says to drain your gearbox, undo that and lay the bike on its side
Alright.
and let all the oil pour out.
Okay.
Great.
Is that whilst under fire, is it?
Oh yeah. Always. Yeah, well, there's more than I thought. More than I thought. Yeah, they're not very tight, so that could have been some of the misting. It don't have to be frantic tight, but it should be tighter than that, yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean in general Harley terms, this isn't not leaking largely by any way or form.
You can always expect some form of
Oh yeah,
leakage. I think people get so used to modern bikes and they wear
that's
them.
right.
Nothing.
Yeah. Right, let's nip all our oil lines down. tight, and that's a breather pipe that could have been blowing out of there. Let's just check that it won't get to the bottom one, I doubt very much. Right, so we've definitely got a leak on the bottom. I can see it dripping off of there, look. See?
Oh yeah.
Let's dry him off.
It's weird how oil just forces its way out, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I know there's a lot of pressure, but for quite a highly...
Well, no, these don't run on a lot of pressure at all. It's more circulation. They're probably only running like 5 psi. It's definitely oily on that pipe, isn't it? Right, so there's a little bit dripping out of the sump plate, but not a lot. Right, so that basically, I have got a special spanner, but I've got to take the down pipes off anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that the scavenge pump is sealed. Give it all a clean up. But you've got quite a lot of oil on the bottom of the gearbox there, so it could be that sprocket's gone. Okay, I'll make sure that that is tight. We've got no spacer washers on it. Well, that wasn't exactly tight. Needle doesn't look too warm. Right, I've got no spacer washers on it, so those need to be nipped up tight, otherwise it drips out the chain feed one.
Okay.
Right, that's nice and tight. A little bit wet around the breather at the top, so we'll nip that down. Let's check our misting screw. That washer can come off if you don't need it. So nip him back down. Right, make sure everything's dry. Right, let's run her up and see if we can see anything obvious. It'll take a while, but well, there's nothing obvious there. You know, not major leaks.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to strip it down. So we've got to change this anyway. Give it all a proper clean down, and I suspect that the sprocket seal's gone.
Okay.
What they are, look. An oil leak on the engine, that would be leaking by now.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's good news then.
Yeah, I don't think it's the engine, it looks more like it's coming out the back of the gearbox. So that's your drive sprocket. Sits on the gearbox. That in there should be an oil seal, which this one was missing.
Right.
So sometimes you have to get a new sprocket. They do the oil seals, but they're crap. They're a reproduction.
Yeah.
You push them in and they fall out. It can't go anywhere as such, but it just doesn't seal.
Yeah.
So you're better off buying a new sprocket. I don't think they're a massive amount of money. See, that's what they do. See the hook teeth when they're worn out? They're like that.
Alright, yeah.
That's where they've been worn. Just hooks the teeth round. So we've got to get new downpipes. So pull that apart and check that gearbox, but wash it all down, that's the first thing. Get it outside and put some gunk on it and clean it all off, but looking at it I would say it's not coming from the front back. There's not enough oil on there, you know. It's not leaking massive. The only other thing to check is the pressure or pressure light switch. They can leak quite badly. So you've got quite a bit on the inner primary that side. So I would suspect more gearbox oil than engine oil on that. Which isn't unusual, you know, because it's all covered there. It just, as that's obviously, when you're riding it, that sprocket's going round and round and round, isn't it?
Yeah.
At a very high rate of knots, and it just slings oil everywhere. So it's a strip down, wash it down, check that sprocket. You might find the end shaft's got loads of play in it or something like that. Once they're worn out, which most Harley gearboxes are, we'll take the primary off and have a look at the clutch bar. I mean, if you can lift the clutch up and down like that, you're never going to seal it. It doesn't matter what you do. Which is unfortunately a gearbox rebuild, which I'm sure you won't want to hear, but if it's, you won't stop it leaking if it is that. It's impossible because you know everything's flapping around. So until we get it apart, we don't really know.